everybody, and welcome back to another one of those videos where I talk about updates on Dwarf Fortress coming from Toady1 and KitFox. It's that intro again, I'm a little rusty. We have a post on Bay 12 as well as a post on the Steam page about an update that's coming out soon. We got some information as well as some things that are coming in the near future as well as some teases. So I'm going to read the post. If you haven't already, then stick around, and we are going to then talk about it afterwards. Let's jump right in. Toady writes, "This month we have several goals. We're going to start by getting the experimental branch moved over to the mainline. The update of the engine from SDL to SDL2 is stable, and there will be a multi-threading option. It's off by default until we get some more testing done on the experimental branch. But the speed gains are significant, so it will be available in the settings as well. The update to SDL2 was the most important change for ports, so Linux and Mac versions are much closer now. Adventure mode work is underway. We have an adventurer running around in the graphical play area. As with Fortress mode, the game already exists, but we need to work through the interface for every possible action and event, as well as creating a sound landscape with our new audio engineers. This will be a long process, but it'll be fun to watch it come together. And we'll be able to update regularly on our progress there now that adventure work has finally begun. Over in Fortress mode, Putnam's almost ready with the new menu to review old reports and announcements, and working on making filterable and sortable lists more consistent. Between the adventure work, I should have a chance to look at ammunition issues this month as well. And we've got additional tree and plant graphics coming down the line, as well as graphical improvements to engravings, bookshelves, and more. So you might be thinking, what to expect from this? So the experimental branch has been running for quite some time, and I've been playing with it almost exclusively on my streams since it was initially released. So it's been about a month, I would say, at this point that I've been playing with it, with all of the experimental settings turned on, including the multi-threading. I've had a couple crashes on the first day, no real save issues, no bricking or anything, and largely the game runs significantly better, especially with the multi-threading turned on, which can be just found in the normal game settings menu. It's quite simple and frankly speeds things up quite a lot. It multi-threads the line of sight code, which is the main issue with generalized slowdown in the game over time. I find the game runs stabler and for longer periods of time than it has in the past without like kind of that gradual slowdown. It's been a really nice change. As for the update to SDL2, it makes the UI run significantly smoother, so even if your frame rates do slow down quite a bit, the game just feels better to move around and look at. Overall, this is kind of an announcement of an announcement. We don't exactly know when this patch is going to be out, but what we do know is that the stuff that's in the experimental branch is more or less stabilized at this point, with the exception of the multi-threading stuff. I personally haven't run into any issues with the multi-threading turned on, at least nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, it is still Dwarf Fortress after all. The next part of this that I think is very exciting is the fact that adventure mode work is underway. Now, this means that this show will hopefully start to update more frequently once again. I know for a lot of people, this was the way that you guys originally found my channel, and we got up to, I think it was like 12,000 subscribers on YouTube on this channel, just essentially for Dwarf Fortress news. So I'm looking forward to spinning that rotation up again and starting to get screenshots of adventurers running around in adventure mode with graphics and everything. So very much looking forward to that. And then lastly, Putnam has stated that while they are working on new menus and things, that won't be in this next patch because that is just going to be focusing on moving the experimental stuff over. Once again, we don't have an exact date for that, but more UI elements are coming together. So I'm looking forward to the next time I get to speak with Putnam, which I'll try and do hopefully after this update cuts out before I go on vacation, which assuming that still happens because apparently all of Canada's on fire right now. If you enjoy this show and you would like to see more episodes of it, if you just want to go back through the history of the development of Dwarf Fort for the past couple of years, I've got several massive playlists of these DF News videos, as well as more Dwarf Fortress on this YouTube channel than you could reasonably watch in a lifetime. And if you would like to support me directly or check out my stuff, you can find me at twitch.tv/BLINDIRL or over on Patreon, and my patrons are on the screen as we speak. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.